Jess here with Sarasota Home Specialists again. We are continuing our Women in Business Month with some more interviews. Today I'm with Lindsey Meshberger. She is a local attorney, and I'm going to have her tell you a little bit about who she is, and then we'll go into some of our interview.
Okay. My name is Lindsey Meshberger. I am an attorney at Icard Merrill here in Sarasota. I practice family law, so all issues pertaining to families, divorce, prenuptial agreements, child support, custody issues, those types of things. I've been practicing for almost 12 years, and
Awesome.
I've been at this firm since I was a clerk in law school.
So she's your girl to call if you need anything.
Hopefully you won't in my
Hopefully you
field.
don't, though. Yes. Hopefully we don't see you at any interview with her. But so tell me about a little bit about your journey to this. Was there a specific aha moment that you were like, you know what, I want to be a family law attorney, and I want to go into this field and help families go through that journey that's not a very happy journey all the time?
You know what, a lot of people that are attorneys have had that dream or that aspiration since they were little kids.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people's parents were attorneys, and that kind of led them to want to take the same path. I was not like that at all. I went to undergrad at UCF in Orlando, and my major was actually advertising with a minor in marketing. I had no intention at all of going to law school. The summer before my senior year of college, I had some elective credits to fill, so I took an introduction to law class as one of those elective credits, and really liked it, and I thought it was interesting. So then I got the idea, well, if I go to law school, I can be a college student for 3 more years. I can avoid the real world, and it was great.
There was a catch here.
So that was my aha moment. Let's see what we can do to stay in college. A little bit longer, no.
But it was really that class.
Yeah. And so then, that kind of led me, I ended up taking the test, the LSAT, they call it, law school admissions test, and applied to law schools and just went from there. And
awesome.
Yeah, it led me here.
That is awesome. So was it particularly that professor in that class, or was it just the content of the class that intrigued you?
I think it was the content of the class, and then that led me to take a couple more, introduction to law classes, just different areas, and I kept finding them, to be interesting. So I figured, let's go for it.
I love the unintended path. That's awesome. That's really cool. So was there a mentor during your college or even during your experience in law that has really pushed you through and kept you reaching for that next goal?
So I think here at Icard Merrill, Jamie Wallace is what I would consider my mentor. She practices family law as well. She's been practicing for, I think 30 or so years at this point. But kind of from the time that I came into the firm, she has sort of, been a mentor, and she still is. I still to this day, I'll go to her with questions or ask for tips or advice.
Well, I can imagine each case is probably not the same. So there's probably lots that you run into. It's no different than any other industry. So what most don't know also is that Lindsey is the mom of a beautiful little princess. And then she also has a husband who owns a business locally here too. So they have a very busy life. So I'm gathering, a very emotional business that you're in, and then being a mom and a wife, how do you get that balance, if you want to call it a balance, to make sure that when you're focusing on that side of your life as mom or wife, that you're fully focused there, and then when you're in the office and at work, how do you turn that on?
So one thing that I do, and I've done since I started practicing, which is pretty uncommon in today's world, is that I do not give out my cell phone number to clients, and I do not have my work emails forwarded to my cell phone.
Fabulous. I love it.
It's rare these days. It's rare. But literally, when I leave the office, I'm disconnected.
I love it.
And so when I go home, I go into mom and wife mode, and dinner and family time and that stuff.
So focus on that joy. I love that.
And then the next morning I come back and the emails from the night before are there and I respond to them.
That's awesome. So. I love that. I think more of us need to practice that. Unfortunately, in my business, it doesn't happen. But
I know. It's like I said, it's very rare these days.
I love it. That's awesome, though. That's fabulous. So, what is one time when you just really felt discouraged and like, how am I going to reach this amazing goal that I've set for myself, and how did you push through it?
So I think probably the biggest discouragement for me was that, after the completion of law school, everyone has to take the bar exam.
Yep.
And that, you have to pass the bar exam, and that's how you become admitted into the Florida bar, and you're able to practice law in the state of Florida.
Yep.
So the bar is offered twice a year in July and February. And the first time I took it in July, I didn't pass it.
Okay.
And I think that was the biggest discouragement because, here my entire career rides on this one exam that I just failed.
That you just spent tons of money and time on to study for.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
Okay.
So, I think that was probably by far my biggest discouragement. But, I obviously have to turn those things into a learning lesson. And so I just, took a review course and really kind of hunkered down and took it in February and passed, and everything went on as planned, so to speak.
Awesome.
But
Love
that was
that would be very hard to take.
Yeah, that was difficult.
So what is something that you would tell any aspiring lady boss right now, or if it was your daughter? She was sitting here and she was like, Mom, I think I want to start my own business. I want to do this, and I want to be this amazing woman in life and have it all, which we all have it all, and it is possible to do. What would you tell her? 3 things to focus on, like the 3 skills of it.
First, I would say go for it. Believe in yourself. Be true to yourself. If those are your dreams and that's what you want to do it. I think the other thing is make sure that you have balance in your life between family, career, friends, and then the third thing is make you time.
Yep.
Time for yourself, where you're not, because as a wife, as a mom, as a career woman, you're doing so much for everyone else all the time, and it's easy to forget about time for yourself.
I love that.
I think those are probably 3 things that I would
is
hammer
key.
into her.
That one is so key, because I feel there are amazing lady bosses out there, and some of them are forgetting that one aspect of you need to make you time to focus on you and your health.
It's hard. It's hard. It's because that's the easiest thing to just push off until later.
Well, and as women, I think we're natural caregivers, so we just want to take care of everybody else and don't think about ourselves either.
Yeah, absolutely.
So how has a support system played into you being able to advance in your career?
It's played a huge role because, I'm not always flexible in terms of my hours. I am somewhat to some degree, but if I'm in the courtroom, or if I'm in a mediation that's scheduled for all day, sometimes they go until 10 or 11 at night.
Yep.
So I rely a lot on my husband to, get our daughter, or, my father's also here locally, so he helps us a lot.
Love that.
We've got good friends that, we can call, and my husband's mom as well. So, it's important to have that because, in times when, you can't
They've
always...
all been tuned into your goals and what you want to achieve so that they can play a part in it, which is awesome.
Absolutely.
So what's next for you? Like, what is your one thing for 2019, and what's on the journey of the path for you?
I don't know. I don't know yet. There's not... I like where I'm at in terms of my career. I'm at a position in a level here with the firm that allows me some flexibility to have that family life. But, eventually there's the whole goal of being a shareholder at the firm, which is, hopefully in the next, maybe not year, but maybe the next 2 or 3.
It's on the plan. It's on your path. It's on the journey.
But until then, just keep going in the right direction.
You are doing amazing things, and you are definitely an inspiration. I don't think many realize how busy you are and all of the things that you achieve in one day.
Oh, I know.
If
we all
just
are,
follow
though.
you,
Not just me, it's all of us.
It's awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Anything else that you want to throw out there at all? You good?
No? Yeah.
Awesome. You're a great inspiration. Well, thank you for sharing.
Thanks for having me.
Awesome. Have a good day.